What's up, YouTube? Before we get started with this video, on first take, they're going to be talking about can Kawhi Leonard prevent LeBron James from getting another championship, and how many championships could LeBron possibly win with Anthony Davis. So let's see what they have to say about that.
How many chips do you think this combo of Bron and Brow are going to win?
I'd say about two. I think two, possibly three. It depends on when KD and Klay come back, how healthy they are, and whether or not KD elects to stay in Golden State. I mean, there's obviously a lot of moving parts, a lot of things that could happen, no question about it. And I think because of the player movements that you see taking place within the league over the last several years, who knows what a team is going to look like a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever. But I think with the greatness of LeBron and Anthony Davis, with time somewhat running out, because the belief is that LeBron James has exhibited some slippage, although I'm not one of those who gets caught up in that. I still think that he's going to come back and probably be league MVP. I think he's going to have that kind of year next year. And I said that before he acquired Anthony Davis. I'm just of the mindset that there's a limit to what he's going to be able to pull off as he ages. So I could see the Los Angeles Lakers conceivably winning the title in the next year or two, and then nothing after that with LeBron. But that's just where I'm at the moment.
So wait a minute. So Stephen A. Smith said that he could see LeBron James and Anthony Davis winning 2, maybe 3 championships. So that means pretty much LeBron James and Anthony Davis are going to win out the rest of LeBron James' contract. Is that what you're saying? I mean, come on. There's so many variables. I mean, they don't even have a backcourt. All it is LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Who are their guards? Who's they have no backcourt. You need some shooters. I mean, you need some snipers out there, especially to compete with Golden State and all the other guys that got shooters too. I know Golden State probably out of it for this year due to injuries, but to say that, you know, all of a sudden LeBron James and Davis, they're just going to put in work, you don't know how that's going to work out. You have no clue. Can we at least start the season before you start calling out championships? Can at least get a couple wins? Can at least make the playoffs before you start talking about LeBron James and Anthony Davis winning 2 or 3 championships? You don't know how it's going to work out with Frank Vogel. LeBron James might re-injure his injury. What he had was his groin injury. You don't know what could happen. Can we start the season next year? Can it get a few wins in, let alone make the playoffs and do something before you start calling 2 or 3 championships with the Lakers? I mean, Jesus Christ. And then as far as Kawhi Leonard, you know where he's going to be. Let's keep going.
The answer is 1. Yep, LeBron could win league MVP next year. Kawhi will surely win finals MVP. And I'm guaranteeing that, whether he's in the East or in the West. Because if he's in the East, he'll be with the Raptors. If he's in the West, he'll be with the Clippers. Why do I say only 1 for LeBron and AD? Because they're not going to win it this year. They stripped it all down. They don't have enough. They're going to be a powerhouse because LeBron is one of the all-time greats. AD is on his way there, if not already there. Kuzma's a nice player. And once you have LeBron and AD, it's going to be hard to mess that up. They're going to be a powerhouse. But to win a chip, the type of teams that win chips right away, I mean, even the Heat didn't do it, but the Toronto Raptors just did it. The Warriors did it once they got KD, right? And the Clippers will do it with Kawhi, and that knocks out next year. Understand, the Clippers just went 6 games with the Warriors with a healthy KD. 6 games. You're not going to have to take anything away. You're just going to drop Kawhi Leonard into that mix. And then you're also going to drop either one other max player or 2 nice players to go with Kawhi. Stephen A., I'm not saying they need it to get it done. I'm saying that's going to be the reality. So Clippers going to take it next year. Trust. If Kawhi goes there, the Clippers will win it next year. Now we're dealing with 2 more years of LeBron's deal with AD. And I'm saying they're going to win at least one of those. They're going to win one of those 2. But let's not forget, if KD and Klay get healthy with the Warriors, if Denver acquires another piece, there's going to be competition. They're going to win both. I'm going to say this year is off the table for the Lakers. They have 2 more years to get it done. They'll win 1.
So wait a minute. So you're saying Kawhi Leonard is going to win 1, but then LeBron James, Anthony Davis are going to win 1. So which one? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? And I would not necessarily say that Kawhi Leonard is going to win another championship. Now, if you would have faced a fully stocked Golden State Warriors without with the Kevin Durant and with the Klay Thompson being healthy, then I could say, you know what, Kawhi, he's on a tangent right now. He's just tearing everybody up, and he can probably do it to anybody else. But he didn't see a healthy Golden State team with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. So I think that might have been a huge factor on why he won. I don't want to take anything away from him because it's not his fault they weren't hurt or they weren't healthy. But that is a major factor. And then to say that he's just going to go over to the Clippers and just dominate and take over the Western Conference, I mean, there's way too many variables, and like I said, let's start the first season. Let's start the season and have people get some type of wins and see how people play with each other before you talk about who's going to be winning championships and who's going to be doing what. For one thing, you don't know where Kawhi is going to be. For two, he didn't play against the stock Golden State Warriors team, so you don't know how that's going to play out. With LeBron James, Anthony Davis, you don't know how that's going to play with them. They still need to get a backcourt. You don't know what's going to go on with Frank Vogel. You don't know how that going to work out with the coach. There's just way too many variables right now to be calling anybody out. Why don't you guys just wait till the season starts to see what everybody's going to be, to see how everybody plays with each other, get at least to the middle of the season before you start calling out 2 or 3 championships with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I mean, so he's going to win out the West Simmons contract? For one, and then Kawhi Leonard, like I said, he didn't play against a prime Golden State Warriors. So to say that he's just you can put him anywhere and he's gonna win in the East and the West, I don't think so. And also, Max, what happened I thought Giannis was your number 1 player. I thought Giannis was going to be taking over the league. All of a sudden, he got beat up by Kawhi Leonard. All of a sudden, now you're swinging from Kawhi Leonard. Now Kawhi Leonard's the number 1 guy. Max, you're the number 1. You're a bandwagon specialist. You are a bandwagon specialist because almost a month ago, you were talking about Kawhi Leonard when they lost the first game that, Kawhi Leonard, his shot's not that very good and he's not a very good passer, yada, yada, yada. Then all of a sudden he started winning. You know what? Kawhi Leonard just might be the best player in the world. He is the best player in the world. Now they won a championship. Now you can just put Kawhi Leonard anywhere and they're going to win. They're going to win a championship anywhere you put Kawhi Leonard no matter what, even if it's by himself. I mean, come on, man. Stay consistent. So let's keep going.
Well, this is a definite big-time newsflash, Max Kellerman, because you do understand that when words like guarantee are uttered out of your mouth, that means you don't get to waffle. So you said that if he stays in Toronto or if Kawhi goes to the Clippers, you guarantee they're going to win the championship, he's going to win the Finals MVP. So that means
injury.
Oh, no, all right, I give you that, because I never, you know me, I never hold the injuries. That's a gift.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense because you don't know what's going to happen with other teams. You don't know what's going to happen with Houston. You don't know what happens to OKC. You don't know what's going to happen with Milwaukee. You don't know what's going to happen with the 76ers. There's all these different teams. You don't know what's going to happen with Portland. You don't know what's going to happen with all these squads out there that have ballers. All of a sudden now you're going to put these guys up because LeBron James got AD and they didn't even make the playoffs last year. And all of a sudden now they're favored to win when they have no backcourt. You don't know what's going to happen with the coach. All of a sudden, now Kawhi Leonard can beat anybody anywhere he goes on the East or the West. Like I said, he didn't face a prime Golden State Warriors. So you can't necessarily say he can go in and beat up on anybody. So, I don't know. Let's keep going.
I mean, that's always a given. That's always a given. But barring injury, you don't get to sit up there and say, well, you know what, I guarantee, but, now I've changed my mind. You understand that, right?
No, I'm not changing my mind.
Okay.
I'm not changing my mind.
Okay.
Of course, you're not going to change your mind. You won't change your mind and buy Kawhi Leonard if he loses 1 game and then go back to Giannis for the Milwaukee Bucks if he wins, right? You're not going to hop around. That's not the type of guy you are, right? You're not a bandwagon specialist, are you, Max? Let's keep going.
Max,
I'm just making
either
sure.
Toronto wins or
No, you don't guarantee.
Kawhi Leonard is about to win his 3rd MVP of the finals next year, either with Toronto or LA.
No need for all of that. You said Toronto or the Clippers. So you got your 2, but you said Kawhi himself.
Correct.